What are the steps you take to make sure that a client is always happy and you treat them like they're a member of your family?
Well, that's a very good question because it's always been very important to me to be extremely genuine and honest and transparent in any area of my life. And I'm an open book. So, and if a client is unhappy, I will be touched because it's like my best friend, my husband, my mother that would tell me that they're not happy with something. So my
Mm-hmm.
first instinct is okay, let's really break down what is the root cause of how you feel and let's try to find a solution. And I am always, ready to go above and beyond to make sure that we can go back to have, a good and happy relationship. So yes, I do feel extremely touched and I do feel a lot of empathy towards my clients that do feel a little bit frustrated with something because I always put
Mm.
myself in their shoes as well. So this is probably the first thing that I do is how would I feel if that would happen to me? And that leads to how would I like to be treated following that.
Nice.
Um, so to make sure to answer the second part of your question, to answer that, they're all to keep them happy, I believe is communication.
Yeah.
Um, I really dislike leaving my clients in the dark because, again, if I would be left in the dark, especially in a web project that, I would say that the majority of our clients don't have a technical knowledge, it makes them even a little bit there, even to start with, there are, they don't have that knowledge. So I don't want them to feel left out. So that's why it's important for me to, because I am not a developer. Everything I know in tech is things that I've learned throughout the years in my career. So that's why it's very easy for me to put myself in their shoes too. So when I receive that technical knowledge, I translate it and, share that information to our clients. So I believe that with keeping those daily communications, bi-weekly communication, weekly communications, emails even, really does help our clients to know what's happening. And I believe that it does keep them happy, uh,
Yeah.
and that's something that, I set expectations right from a project as well, and I align with them, and I tell them, if you're unhappy with something, please don't wait too long before telling me. I don't want it to wait for too long. Let's, before it becomes a problem, let's discuss it. So that way, it's always easier to keep our clients happy too.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Totally true. Um, no one, no one would want to come to work every day and deal with clients who are unhappy. Um, some companies actually do that because they have no choice.
Mm-hmm.
They just got to get the invoices out there. They gotta generate revenue from their services, no matter what. But I find with us, um, it's not the invoice at the end of the week or the end of the month that's important. It comes to a point when you're at a certain size of company that it's not the invoice that's important. It's the client's happiness that's important. And setting the expectation with communication is huge.